And here we go, update number 9. Got the doors partially tore down. Get ready to do the manual swap and the one-piece glass. I did get the dash is all bolted in for good now. Installed the antennas for the Sirius radio, the GPS speedo. I threw in some Pioneer 3.5-inch speakers in the dash. The cluster's in, so got to wire it all up still. That's all done. Put in all new weather strips today around the doors. Scored me some nice sill plates. Got those bolted in for when I get the rubber mat for the truck. I threw in my tote for my straps and stuff. High lift is in. Welded some a nut to the floor pan there and there. It's bolted down. I'm gonna weld some wing nuts on top of those so I can just do it by hand, make it a little bit easier, but it's all done in the back now. I did build some rock sliders, some 2x2 square tubing. Kind of hard to see, but we got some nice sliders on there, welded right to the frame rails. Doors, when I do the manual conversion, I need to figure out if there's a way the power locks still work on the truck, but the switches are all integrated into one, so I need to see if there's a way that I can separate these and keep the maybe keep the power locks with the other door panels that I got. I have another idea for the interior here. I'll fill you guys in on that later. Should be pretty cool though. But that's coming along nice. And finally doing some work under the hood again. Got the injector harness on, fuel rail, everything's wired up there. Heater hoses, got all those figured out and routed. Temp sensor for the computers in. Used a little inlines fittings for the Rangers. That's on there. Had to get a little creative here with the neck going to the heater hose, the heater core. Oh yeah, the new heater core is in too. So it just clears. The fuel rail is going to hook up. What a nice little power distribution block. It's for a marine application of some kind. So now I'm not going to be able to I'll be able to get away from stuffing all them stupid wires on the positive post of the starter solenoid like you always got to do in a Ford. So I got the power lead from the alternator run to that. So any power I need for relays, computer, switches, whatever I can tap. I have multiple choices there. I also mounted up the ignition coil, made a little bracket where the AC compressor is supposed to be. So I got the coil mounted there, and somewhere over here I'm going to have to mount the little remote heat sink for the TFI module. I'm about ready to wire that up too. Then I can throw the rest of the harness in, mount the computer. Got a couple fittings to plug in the bottom of the upper intake, then I can bolt all that up for good. So there we go. I think I'm about ready to put the fuel system back in and now that I'm done welding on the chassis. The sliders are done, so I can get all that in, and we're moving right along. The pile of the parts in the garage is getting smaller. So until the next one.